It's Thursday, I'm Crystal, and this is 3 Things on Thursday that I have been reading, listening to, and watching. I've got a lot of props today. I have been watching the Hawkeye series on Disney+. Yes, this is Clint Barton. He's my favorite Avenger, okay? He has been. I love the comic books that the series is based on, written by Matt Fraction and David Adjoff. If you, in any way, like the Hawkeye series, read the books, because they're awesome. Top-notch, like probably top 5 series arcs runs of all time for me, because it's my favorite character. It's one of my favorite creative team pairings. It's great when a creative team just understands a character and the universe that they live in, and they can step into it, tell a really well-planned story, and just have some fun creating stories and the tracksuit mafia. And the show is translating so much of what they did in the book almost directly into the series, which is fantastic. Like, I love when comic book movies and shows do that. I also love when they kind of interpret things in their own way. I'm okay with that. But the car chase scene in episode 3, where the camera just keeps spinning, I love that scene. If you're not watching it yet, you should watch the Hawkeye show on Disney+. And it's awesome. It's the reason that I was willing to spend money on Disney+ for this Hawkeye show. As a huge Hawkeye fan, I am very well pleased so far. The book that I've been reading is called Pastaways by one of my favorite creators, Matt Kindt and Scott Collins. It is a super futuristic travel back to our 2015. They're literally from like 1 billion years in the future. And the thing about Matt Kindt is he doesn't just write a story. He writes a story that then breaks off and has like 7 other stories going on with it as part of it that all kind of follow their own thing and end up in the same spot. And the thing that stood out about this book, just the subtle things. You know how books have footnotes and there's like the little number at the end of the word, and then you look at the bottom of the page and it gives you more information about that word or whatever? There's something very similar in this book where there's just a little red square that highlights something, and then at the bottom, there's a footnote giving you information about that one specific thing. 9 times out of 10, it didn't directly affect the scene that you were reading. It was just extra information. That is thorough. That is well thought out. That is a creative genius that is just firing on all cylinders all the time. To be able to include stuff like that is why Matt Kindt is my favorite creator. Like, he just gets like, that man could make a comic book about a cucumber, and I would give him $40 for it and say, give it to me. It's going to be amazing. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's about a cucumber. Done. I'm in. And it would be awesome. And it would be, because he's Matt Kindt, and he just makes awesome books. This is just another example of an awesome book that Matt Kindt made. So that's a book that I read. Well done, Matt Kindt, if you're watching. Well done. Big fan. The thing that I've been listening to as a Spotify user, we just got Spotify Wrapped. To no surprise at all, and I know, spoiler alert, I already talked about this in episode 1, but I didn't have my 3 Things playlist on Spotify yet, so that's how I'm getting around this. And it's relevant. Yay! It's Angels and Airwaves. Surprise! Here's the thing. The Lifeforms album is incredible, okay? Every single song is incredible. I knew when I first heard Restless Souls, I knew when I listened to that, like, this is gonna be my top at the end of the year for Spotify Wrapped. It is. And the record that I got, if I can get it out of the sleeve, it's so freaking pretty. Are you kidding? Look at that thing. It's so pretty. I spent over 1,400 minutes listening to just Angels and Airwaves this year. And I know this is cheesy. Their music is really inspiring to me. It is, okay? I know it's cheesy, but it is. It's true. It's really good music. The lyrics are incredible. It's super relatable. It's the soundtrack for my current chapter or arc or whatever you want to call this current time of a season, or this current time of my life. Angels and Airwaves is my soundtrack right now. It's what's getting me through stressful days at work. It's what's getting me through emotional roller coasters in real life. It's what's getting me through. And it's also making me just think about things differently. I don't know that other than Blink-182, there has been, or Relient K or Switchfoot, that there has been a single album that I've listened to and gone, I just need to listen to this all the time. It's catchy. It's fun. It resonates with me. There are some songs that if I'm in the right mindset and mood, or I've been through the right thing, I get teary-eyed listening to it because it strikes a chord with me. Unapologetic. So I put 3 of their songs from this album onto my playlist. I could have put the whole album on my playlist, but that's not what I do. I do 3 things and the 3 things playlist and 3 songs, and it's a repetition of 3s and 3s. So I'm trying to keep, but I could have put the whole album on my playlist, and you should listen to the whole thing if you haven't. Even if you're not a crazy like pop punk fan, or if you're whatever, that's not your thing, just give it a try. Please, just try it. Just preview it on my Beacons page, because you can preview the playlist now. You're welcome. I built that in. Yay! Beacons.ai/I'mChrystal. Link in the bio and in the comments below. All the things. I'm getting all the things in here right at the end. But I'll leave you with Matt Kindt's parting words at the very end of Pastaways, because I don't have anything clever to say myself. Thanks for checking it out. He says, you can't change what's happened. All you can do is take the lesson and move forward. So let's move forward, huh? Let's do that. I'll talk to you next time.